Welcome to the channel. My name is Crawford and this is Virginia's for Lowriders. If you've never been here before, I'm going to run through this real quick. Do this every time just so everybody's on the same page. That way you can understand what we got going on. We are currently building an 80s Chevy Caprice 4-door. We are body dropping this. We have already mostly completed the sheet metal work. We're getting there. We got a little bit of floor work to do, and then we got some trunk work to do after that. We are currently finishing up frame rails. I need to blow the entire suspension apart. I need to strip it down 100%, put new bearings, bushings, ball joints, all of the seals, everything. I need to build a new set of control arms. We need to change up the orientation of the cylinder stuff a little bit. There's a lot to do. This week, I didn't really get out here with the camera. I got out here, and as you can see, I got the driver's side frame rail finished up. I did some cleaning, I did some fiddling. No camera. Like I said last week, these seasonal allergies are kicking my butt. Not really an excuse, but we're getting after it. We got like a month or something left to get this done. And as you can see, it's pretty far away. We got a lot of work to do. So today, we're going to blow all the suspension apart. We're going to sandblast some stuff. We're going to get some stuff painted. I don't have a whole lot of time today to knock this out, but we'll see how far we get. If we get everything in stages of hopefully being painted, at least the steering knuckles, maybe the calipers, new rotors, stuff like that, we can have all that stuff drying. We can move on to the floor and try and get something done. That's the whole point of this. That's why we're here, and then maybe all will learn something. Yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. I got a lot of work to do, and like not any time to do it. So we'll just start zipping this thing apart real quick, and hopefully we can at least paint something today. That's what I'm going for. If we get something painted today, and we get, I don't know, the bearings on the hubs, that'd be cool with me. We got new ball joints, but like I said, we got to do the control arm, so I don't know how about getting the front end together, because I got like a solid 4 or 5 hours worth of control arm assembly, welding, cutting, extending, all of that. And like I said last week, it's going to be a separate video. This week, if I can remember to carry stuff around with me, I'm going to have to keep walking back and forth. This week, it's definitely been hectic for sure. So yesterday, we were having a good old time. Me and all the boys, we were cutting it up. We were, I don't know, watching some of them go to the hobby shop and spend a bunch of money, because that's been the ongoing thing here lately. Having a great time. We ended the day at like 7 o'clock. Then, as everybody's going home to leave, somebody clipped the back corner of my buddy Dad's truck. So James's dad's truck. He's okay. He didn't get hurt, except for maybe his feelings and whatnot, because it's the same truck that I put months and months worth of time into. He brought me a bed that was not in good shape. I took that bed, I metal worked it, I body worked it, and I painted it to a mirror finish, and it looked pretty darn good for a long time. He recently got a tailgate and a rear bumper put on that truck, like weeks ago, or a week ago, something like that. He finally got it all together, just for that kid that clipped him to ruin a bedside, the tailgate, and the bumper. And to make it even worse for my part, it was the bedside that I had to do most of the metal work to, because the corner was crushed in. So it's kind of a crappy ending to a good day. And then, you know, cops came and they have their conversations with everybody, and that took forever. And more, end of the story though, everybody's okay. It really sucked. And by the time that was all done, I just didn't have any energy to actually come out here and work on this thing like I planned on. I planned on working all night, and instead I ended up hanging out with Justin. You know, just, again, doing some dude stuff. But that has nothing to do with this video. I just figured I would give my weekly excuse of why I didn't get anything done. Well, I didn't think I was going to get to this point and then get stopped because I didn't have anything. Because I have this really large box of parts that I've been trying to get out of the garage for weeks now. This thing is packed full of suspension stuff. Turns out, whenever I did the wheel bearings on the Ranger a couple months ago, I used almost all of the grease. I don't have enough grease to grease the bearings to put the hubs back together. So I'm not going to be able to do that today, but we do have the hubs painted, or the knuckles, or whatever you want to call that. The backing plates are painted. The new water pump is painted with some cast blast, which is like one of my favorite colors of paint for whatever reason. Since I'm here and everything is very easily accessible, I wanted to do water pump, hoses for the heater core, since these are short now because the heater core box isn't 5 feet long. There's a lot of little things that I want to address. New belts, stuff like that. I just pulled the power steering pump apart and found my leak. Not sure if we can see that. There you go. That is split. I'm thinking, because this is never whined, it's never acted up, it's always been perfectly fine, that seal just gave up from the stress of that steering shaft laying down rather than being in its place that it's supposed to be. So I'm going to attempt to find this seal and put this power steering pump back together so I don't have to spend $200 on something that can potentially be fixed for hopefully 10-ish dollars. I had one thing that I did want to show everybody. I have this. I've been talking about this. I finally ordered one. This little thing was expensive. But expensive comes with perks, I guess. So, as we've been talking about since the beginning of this car, the air filter lid is basically, if you look at the gasket here from where the hood goes, the air filter is the highest point of this entire thing. So what I did was I purchased this filtered lid. I purchased this low profile side filter, and those two together gained me another 1.5 inches, I think, which is a lot. But the problem is the stud that's supposed to stick up, which I don't know where it's at, the stud that's supposed to come out of this, even if you cut the stud way down and put a regular nut on it, it's still kind of tall. So I purchased this. It is a quick release push button style. So I'm going to throw that in there real quick and see if we can get that adjusted, because that would be a good thing to get off the list that I don't have to keep thinking about. Apparently I need to drill that plastic thing out though. Hopefully I don't ruin this kind of pricey lid while doing that, because I can't tell how far the filter goes into the center. I don't know. We're going to see real quick if I'm going to waste some money. I'm going to go ahead and screw this in there to see if this little guy even has enough height. It looks really short. I couldn't tell from the listing how long this actually was. Oh man, it's not even close to the same size as this. So it's the right thread. It's just nowhere close to being long enough. And this is what I was referring to before, this sticking up. I know this seems really minuscule and kind of not important, but this is one of the things that I've been stressing about clearing the hood, because I do not want to cut my hood if I can help it. I need that to fit inside of that. This kind of looks like stainless steel. I'm going to see if I can just weld these two pieces together. After I figure out what height it needs to be, I guess. I wonder what they expect you to put this in, if this is so little. Like, this is a generic Edelbrock. Like, I don't even know if this threaded all the way out would even grab down inside of there. It does not. That's really weird. What does this tiny little stud go to? Is this some OEM stuff? Yeah, I don't picture that working out too well. Look how low that is. Very weird. I think I'm just gonna cut this and weld this to this in some fashion. Oh, push some kind of spacer out of there already. Might have to use a uni bit. Drill the bottom out really big just to get the nut in there. I'm gonna say no, it is not. But if I can get this thing to just thread in here, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I think that'll work. Semi-flushish. The moment of truth. I think I just need to tighten it up a little bit more, but it's on there. Just push the button to get it off. I gotta grind my weld down a little bit to tighten it up some more, but it works pretty good. And definitely not moving anywhere. I think we're at a good standstill. We got a good bit of work done for like the 4 or 5 hours that I've been out here, whatever it's been. Brandon, a lower class fab, did this on the end of his other video, like 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And I thought it was a good idea. So I'm stealing it from him. And hopefully this helps other people. So if you have powered through all of my rambling, through my Mazda, through the Ranger, through the Caprice, and you're left with nothing else to watch, and you are like, I need more mini trucking content in my life, I'm going to run through a couple people. I'll put links in the description of all these people. If you comment a channel that y'all want other people to watch, like, hey, check out my channel, just comment that on here. Just, hey, check out my channel. Maybe there's more mini trucking content that I'm not aware of. These are just people that I speak to semi-regularly, sometimes every day, like Brandon every day, my buddy Sean every day, Ryan every day, like pretty much every day. So we'll run through a couple channels. Brandon, lowerclassfab, tons of builds, tons and tons and tons of builds. I don't know how many videos he has, but it's a lot. So I don't know how you would get to my channel and not have found his channel by now, which would be kind of weird, but check his channel out. There's Sean. His channel is called Kentucky the Mini Truck State. Same deal. Mini truck stuff, mini truck content, Mazda build, same deal. Then we have Ben Tirpak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I butchered that. But same deal. He built a Toyota. He's building stuff, building Toyotas, mini truck stuff. Jason at Magic Man Metal Fab. He builds crazy stuff, crazy frames. Again, mini truck content. Go check it out. I'm linking all of this in the description. Chris at whiskeydents builds big trucks. Most of the time, he gives the trucks away. So check his stuff out because you might win a truck. And then I think the last one that I have written down is Ryan at Basic Battery Works. Same deal. Also a Mazda guy. Building a Mazda on YouTube. Builds other things. All of these dudes, it's free stuff. So go check out their channels. Make sure you skim through my channel and watch all my random stuff that I got going on. But, go check out their channels because it's more mini trucking content. I think it's going to do it for this weekend, though, because I'm out of time. It's already like 6 o'clock, and I usually have these videos up by 5 o'clock. So I will try my best to get out here and get some of this knocked out during this week. Now that I'm back on my regular allergy medication system, hopefully I can function and not feel like a zombie every day. So that's the plan. We're going to get back out here. We're going to turn some really, really crusty arms, some super nasty control arms, into something cool and strong. And if for those of you who have never done that and they're interested in doing that, we'll be showing how to do that. So thanks for watching. Go check out all those other channels. If you comment, check out my channel. I'll add it to my description as we go. That way everybody can just go through the list and click on them one by one. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next Sunday.